Okay, we're live. We're live right now, and I got the fire going in my wood-burning stove. It took a lot of work. I don't have a lot of firewood. And I just have one big block of wood in there. And I want it to burn, but I don't want it to burn too fast. I just got to be real delicate with it. How is everyone doing? So just let me throw one more little piece of wood here. I got to get this fire. I got to get... Oh, it's going to go. Anyway, let me just focus on... Before I burn myself, I shouldn't do a live stream and build my fire. But I really want that fire going. Oh, maybe I'm overdoing these live streams. I don't know. We're going to just give it a try tonight. We're just going to give it a try. See what happens. There's the fire. It's just burning the newspaper crumpled balls I threw in there. So anyway, here's a picture of me. I found this picture. It's a picture of me in the third grade. That's me in the third grade. So age, I don't know what, 8 years old it says. So 8 years old in the third grade. That looks like the fourth grade. I don't know. I guess that's the third grade. So anyhow, that's me. Oh, what are you going to do? I bike across America in 8 days. And I'm getting excited. Here's my bicycle. Here's my bike. I got most of the stuff I'm bringing with me on my bike trip right over there in that little love seat. And you can see all my high visibility clothing that I'm bringing. And, you know, we'll see. This is the part I hate. There's always some people that come in, but I'm not PewDiePie with 85 million subscribers. So I only have 4,800 subscribers. And so I got to be humble, and I have to accept that. Oh, I might go. Sometimes I go 3, 5, 8 minutes, and no one's in my live stream. No one's watching. So, oh wow, I'm looking on Twitter. There's a big flash flood going on in Palm Springs. I guess they got a lot of rain. They got flash flooding in Palm Springs. Sheesh, it's a little crazy. So, anyway, I'm just going to go with the flow here. And I'm going to relax. I've got a drink here. It's a little watermelon. What is this? Watermelon iced tea. Watermelon lemonade iced tea. It's not too shabby. I could do a not too shabby of this. It's watermelon iced tea. That is good. Oh my gosh, that is good. All right, so here's what I'm going to do. I want to try to get this fire going more. And nobody's watching, so this will be boring, but I'm going to get more. Got a little bit of newspaper. Then, actually, I'm going to take this box. I'm going to break down this box and burn the cardboard. I love how cardboard burns. Hello to that one person. We'll see how this, hello to that one person here. All right, let's get this going. Where's that poker? Here it is. You can obviously see how bad I am. It's starting a fire. This is because I'm out of firewood. Jeez. Hey, Mike. Yeah, I got the fire going. I'm out of firewood. I just have one big block of wood. And so I'm like breaking down cardboard boxes because these burn pretty well. And I got to be careful. It would be pretty crazy if I like had a fire in my house and it was on YouTube. You know what I mean? But just want to get the fire going. Mike, how are you doing? Where are you? What's your location? How are you doing? I think that's going to be good. It looks pretty good in there. Looks pretty good in there. Let me guess. Yeah, it's a wood-burning stove. It's not bad. It's not bad. It'll heat my little townhome pretty nicely here. So there you go. It's burning slowly but surely. You know, there's like two parts of the fire. One is the like staring at it, the meditative, the just looking at it. It's very relaxing. And then the other part is like getting it to give you heat. Oh, you're in Chattanooga, Tennessee. Did you make it? You were in Chicago. Did you make it to Atlanta? I'm assuming you did. Okay, you deliver in the morning. Okay. That's cool, man. So you're in Chattanooga. Now, are you in a truck stop? Where are you right now? You're in a rest area? Okay. I trust it's pretty safe. I hope it's safe for you, you know. I'm sure you know how to protect yourself too, but, you know, most people don't want to mess with truckers. So, but, oh, you're going home Monday for a few. All right. Good for you. Good for you. I know you live in Tennessee, right? You live somewhere in Tennessee. So, Mike, on a side note, I found this. It's a picture of me from when I was in the 3rd grade. So pretty neat, huh? Just beggars. Yeah. I struggle with the whole thing about beggars. You know what I mean? I feel like on a gut level, if anyone, you know, asks me for something, you know what I mean? If they're poor, I should give it to them. And then there's that issue of like, well, you know, some of them are scammers or drug users, and like you don't want to enable people. So it's a balance, and I don't know what that balance is, but yeah, exactly. They take advantage. No, I know. No, believe me, I know. So I get it, but at the same time, I just feel like, you know, like I don't know. there's just a spiritual component where it's like, you know, you get to help people. So I try to, I won't get into too many details, but occasionally I've helped somebody in this town where I just knew they were struggling. And I was like, I gave money to somebody that I just knew, I didn't even need to know the details. I was just like, they're not a drug user. They just, so yeah, shower credits. See, that's really nice. We can buy people food. So exactly. Anyway, we can talk about something else. So you're in Chattanooga, Tennessee. Have you ever seen I have a Tennessee cycling shirt. I wore it during one live stream. I don't even know where it is. You live in Canton, Ohio? Oh, I thought your license plate said Tennessee on it. You're in Canton, Ohio. Now, how far off is that from, I'm going to look that up. How far is that from Highway 40? I think that's a little more north. Yeah, it's north. Okay, it's northeast. So, yeah, okay, yeah, I wore that a week ago. Yeah, I'm wearing my hot dog shirt. I did a not too shabby of this shirt last summer. So, okay, yeah, that's what I figured. Your company's based out of Tennessee. All right, so here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to promote. Just keep talking to me, Mike. Tell me about your day. Like, Mike, what do you like? You're a trucker. That's like, what do you think about? What do you think about when you're on the road? Like, where does your mind go? I'm really curious. You know. Okay, here we go. So I'm promoting. I'm going on my Twitter feed, and I just want to promote my. I just want to promote this live stream. I'm doing a YouTube live stream right now. Join me and my friends. The theme is Valentine's Day. Valentine's Day can kiss my ass. All right, we'll see if anybody joins. You think about everything? You daydream a lot? Yeah, I think about everything. It's kind of like biking. Maybe it's no different than biking. So, when I bike, I don't listen to music. Some people do that. I don't know how, but I need to hear. I want to know when a car's behind me. I just need to be aware of my surroundings. So I'm just stuck with my own thoughts, and especially when you're like, what this is like when you bike a lot. It's like the only thing you hear is the wind, and if you're on a busy highway, the constant roar of cars, like of the car motors, vroom, vroom, you know what I mean? And like you just get used to that highway sound of whoosh, whoosh, vroom, vroom, going off into the and you're just on your small little bike. So anyway, my fire is okay. Ooh. My fire is okay, but it's not a great fire. I'm really disappointed, but yeah, really? Well, Mike, all right, here's my suggestion. Get one of those side view mirrors that you can put on your helmet. If you don't have one, here, I'll show you mine. I don't know if you have those. If you have it, I don't mean to insult your, but here's my old helmet. I bought a new one, but you've got this little thing. You see that? Wait. See, you put super glue, and then you got this mirror right here. And obviously, if a car wants to hit you, they're going to hit you. There's not a lot you can do, but I swear by it now. 2 years ago, I was biking with my friend Joe Wiley, and he bought me one. Okay, so you have one. Okay. Well, anyway, I'll just tell you just briefly. I never had a rear view mirror thing. And my friend John, I think he bought me one. He was like, "Here, I want you to have it." And I was like, "Are you kidding me?" And then long story made short, once I started using it a week later, I mean, I'll never bike without one. It's so helpful just to see if a car is kind of moving. It's really helpful when you can see a car like just moving a little bit to the left. So then you're like, all right, I can breathe easy, kind of a thing. So anyway, I don't know, man. Mike, do you have a family? Like, what's your deal? Like, I'm just curious. I'm just asking just to learn about you. I'm tired of talking about myself on these live streams. I'm seriously tired of talking about myself. Do you have a family? And like, how does that work? Or are you a single man like me? Because I know if you're on the road a lot, that can be a hard thing. Yeah, the shoulder checks. That's right. Yeah. And you can steer inward for sure. So, all right, I'm going to pull up a not too shabby see this hot dog shirt I'm wearing? Let's see if you can see it. That one made it in a not too shabby. So, here. It's my hot dog t-shirt. Not too shabby. That's a great shirt, isn't it? Everybody loves this shirt. So, oh my gosh, man. So, Mike, I'd love to, seriously, I don't want to talk about myself. Tell me about your time in the Marines. Anything about, or whatever. I don't care what you talk about. You have 2 daughters, age 20 and 22? Yeah. And you got a girlfriend who's a trucker too? That's cool. Aw. Good luck, man. Good luck. Good luck. Have you been married before? I'm just curious if or I've never been married. She knows all about me. Oh yeah. I mean, it's just kind of funny. I had this woman in Maryland, Kiva. She read my book and loved it. And then she was kind of ranting. She was ranting about my book. And then her husband was like, not really jealous, but he was just like, oh, here we go again. You're going to talk about Steve's book. So I was so happy. Anyway, just a little side note. But yeah, okay, yeah, there, so you've been okay back when you were married in the Marine Corps. Yeah. I did put Valentine's Day can kiss my ass, but I just thought of that. I don't know. I was just like, I'm not really. But what'd you do with your girlfriend, Mike? What'd you do with her? Did you do anything? Anything nice or fun? Or actually, you're on the road, so but maybe you can do something later on. Like you can watch. I'm watching my own live stream. Get out of the way. It's kind of funny. I'm so nervous about what my bike trip. Yeah, you know what? Yeah. Honestly, no, I'm not. I don't know what I am, Mike. I don't know. I'll be honest with you. I have too much time on my hands over the next 5 to 6 days. I cut down on my work February 1st. I got too much time, and I thought I would need to spend a lot of time preparing for this bike trip, and I really don't. So right now I'm not working a lot, and I'm looking at my bike and I'm like, "Oh yeah, I'll just do that in a couple of days." Like I don't even so you don't observe. Yeah, you don't observe. That's all right. Whatever works for you, Mike. And I am certainly not going to give any advice to anyone about relationships or whatever. But anyway, I don't know, Mike. I just don't even know what to say. I'm just like, I'm excited. I wish it would just start. I wish the bike trip would just start. And I still have 5 more days. And then on Monday, I'm going to head up to Colorado Springs to this bike shop. And, I'll buy new tires, really good gator skin tires. Maybe I'll have them tune up my bike. And I got to clean up my bike a little bit. There's just a few little odds and ends. I want to get a new rear view mirror on my new neon helmet. Yeah, no, I get it. I get it I hear you, Mike, about Valentine's Day. So anyway, my roundabout way of saying on Monday, it might be snowing and I leave Wednesday morning. So I'm like, okay, if I don't go Monday, then I either go Tuesday to the bike shop. That's really cutting it short. I mean, because I would leave the next day. And I mean, it's not the biggest deal, and then I'd rather would go Sunday instead of Monday. But the one bike shop I want to go to is closed on Sunday. You really like when I talk about the preparation of I mean, I can do that for you. Here's my, get a little more light. Actually, I got to change, one of my lights went out, but here's I bought I'm definitely going with the high visibility. I bought this new helmet, high visibility helmet. I got this Debrim thing that you kind of put around your helmet and it like blocks the sun. I mean, here's one of my panniers that goes in the back. You see it? It's black. Everything's dark. My living room's dark right now, but it's just one of my panniers. And it doesn't look big, but it really does. Like, you can stuff a lot of stuff in there. Here's my Colorado water bottle that a great friend sent me. So, but yeah, no, I'm getting fired up. I'm getting fired up about the trip. Like, I'm forgetting how much fun it is. Oh, watch this. Not too shabby. 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 This is amazing. I know, Mike. All right. Did you see what it did? Did you see what it did when I played my live stream? It echoed, and then it was like that mirror effect when you have double mirrors. Isn't that wild? All right, let's try that one more time. I'm just going to say, like, crazy. Okay, here we go. Crazy. Did you see what it did when I played my live stream? It echoed, and then it was like that mirror effect. Crazy. You have double mirrors. Crazy. Isn't that wild? Crazy. All right, let's try that one more time. I'm just going to say, like, crazy. Okay, here we go. Crazy. Did you see
what it did when I played my live stream? It echoed. It's like a mirror. Crazy. Double mirrors. Crazy.
All right.
All right, let's try that one more time.
Wait.
I'm just gonna say, like, crazy. Okay, here we go.
All right. Anyhow, it's pretty boring. I'm watching this to beef up my numbers, because if I watch, then the number of people watching goes up to two people chatting. So anyway, maybe I'm doing too many of these live streams. Yeah, did you see that, Mike, with the like that was kind of crazy. So anyway, maybe I'm doing too many of these live streams. I don't know. It's just like the funnest, latest little fad to do these and to see what happens. And, like right now, all I would be doing right now would be like playing chess. I'd be playing chess right now. And, I'm pretty good at chess. I'm not great, but I'm definitely above average. Oh, you guys. Wait, I'm looking on Twitter. Nobody wants to. Anyway. Yeah, no, Mike, it was. All right. You want me to do it again? Okay. All I'm going to say is hi, Mike. Okay. Hey, Frosty. Hey, Frosty. Oh, it didn't work. It didn't work. You see the multiple. Anyway. Hey, Frosty. Longtime fan. Hey, I really how'd you find me? Was it through Funhouse or Reddit? Because that's how everyone has found me. Most of those are like the 90% the reasons why people have found me. So, and are you a not too shabby fan? Let me play a not too shabby through a friend. Oh my gosh! Let's see if I've got an. I'll play a not too shabby just for you. Here, I did a search for. Like Frosty, anything related to frost or frostiness in my not too shabby playlist, and I have one. Here's one. Are you ready?
It's snowy frost on tree branches. Not too shabby.
There you go. Right there. So I do have something related to frost as a not too shabby. There you go. Oh yeah. It was like a scary movie, Mike. So if I get bored, I'm going to do that again. I'm going to do so it is pretty cool because, all right, it's playing like I speak and then there's the 3-second delay and then he hears it again and it just keeps bouncing off each other. It's awesome. So anyhow, Frost, where are you from? Just curious. I've got a lot of cold and winter related not too shabbies. Like, here's something, and all right, here's one. New Jersey. That's where I'm from. What friend? I'm just kidding. It's all right. I'm a Montclair State graduate, Montclair State University.
Driving in Colorado Springs while it's snowing. Not too shabby.
Here, I got a bunch of New Jersey not too shabbies. Here we go. Here's New Jersey traffic.
Being stuck in New Jersey traffic. Not too shabby!
So that's right. I grew up in. Yeah. I've lived in Colorado for most of my adult life, but I grew up in northern New Jersey, and I went to Montclair State University. I have a bachelor's in political science. So yeah, it was kind of a crazy. Here, one more time.
Being stuck in New Jersey traffic. Not too shabby!
Oh my gosh. There you go. There you go. Ooh, and how about an abandoned brick building?
It's an abandoned brick building. Not too shabby.
There you go. I like the abandoned brick building personally, but so, or my friend had a dirty kitchen. Here's that one.
It's a dirty kitchen. Not too shabby.
My friend, my gosh. I mean, my house is not that neat either, but I was like, my gosh, just throw things out. Like anyhow. Oh, here's a New Jersey Frosty. Have you ever seen the Hackensack River? I have, and here's what I think of it.
It's the Hackensack River. Not too shabby.
That's in New Jersey. Oh yeah. I got it all, man. I got a lot of not too shabbies. You name it, I probably have a not too. Ooh, how about a boarded up KFC?
It's a boarded up KFC. Not too shabby.
How do I feel? You know, that's like the New Jersey Shore. Well, that's pretty much the only part of New Jersey that's tolerable, as far as I'm concerned. I mean, all right. I mean, I don't want to sound too mean. My family, we used to vacation when I was a kid. We'd go down to either Seaside Heights or we'd go to Wildwood and Seaside Heights. And then when I was older, Long Beach Island once or twice. A friend rented a house or something, and I went down for a day or two or something like that. And then Cape May. Cape May was kind of. I remember one time I was on a little like weekend retreat kind of thing, and I was in Cape May, and that was amazing. So, yeah, you're not a fan of New Jersey? Good. Okay, so we can rip into it together. I got out of New Jersey as quick as I could. I mean, I just got out. Like once I finished college, I got out. I actually went to New Hampshire for a couple of years. I worked in New Hampshire, and then I moved out west to Colorado, and I didn't want to stay in New Jersey. At all. So, I only go back to see family sometimes. My dad's in a cemetery in Patterson. My dad's passed. So, you can go visit my dad. So, but no, I mean, like, all my family's, I guess most of my family still lives in the New York City area. So, I mean, it's all right. Just, you can't even pump your own gas. The West, there's no question, Mike. The West is the best. There's no question. They still have a law. You can't pump your own gas in New Jersey. Oh, New Jersey. I know. No, I know. You have no mountains. It's just awful. Just New Jersey. I mean, I don't want to be too mean about New Jersey. There's I don't know. I'm sure somewhere out there in Warren County or Hunterdon County, it might be kind of pretty. The beach, I mean, you can't argue with beach towns. So, that's right. In Oregon, you can't pump your own gas either. It's so weird. Yeah, where do you live? What town do you live in, Frosty? You want to share that? I'd love to hear.
I'd love to hear. I'd love to hear.
Oceanport, huh? Okay. Where's Oceanport? Oceanport, New Jersey. I'm going to look that one up. Oh, you're somewhere in Monmouth County over there? Oh, you're right by the beach at least. Oh, yeah, you're by like Long Branch. Yeah, I mean, you go to the beach a lot? You go to the beach a lot at least? Oh. I don't know. New Jersey. I don't know, man. I don't miss the East Coast at all. Mike, yeah, take care, man. Take care. It's been good. Once this bike trip starts, I'm not going to be doing as many live streams, and we'll hang out. We're going to make it happen. So have a good night, though. All the Bennies, we used to call them Guidos back in the day. Guidos. And the funny thing is, I'm Italian. Myself, I'm Italian. Anyway, is that what the Bennies? Oh, Bennies that's all the people from northern New Jersey that come down. Anyway, it's all right. I mean, so after the Jersey Shore, they love the term now. Oh, so now it's like a positive term to be called a Guido. So anyway. Oh, it's funny, man. That's really funny. But I've had good experience. Like my childhood memories. When I was a little kid, we went to Seaside Heights 2 or 3 times when I was about 6 years old and 7 and 8. I remember we rode the rides, my brothers and I, all night, and then the boardwalk, and like you could bet a quarter, and they had the pinwheels. It was essentially gambling, and if you win, you win like a teddy bear or whatever cheesy little gift you can get, And I remember the stuffed animals you could get. And that was like so much fun. It was, and then Wildwood, we went to Wildwood once or twice. That was pretty neat. So I've got good memories. I really can't complain about the New Jersey Shore. But then just like I lived in northern New Jersey in Essex. I'll just say I was in Essex County. Is it $2 for a crane game? It used to be a core. Like, I don't know what the crane game is. I'll have to look that up. Crane game. But there's like a pinwheel and there's like 8 numbers. And if you win that number, you know what I mean? You win a gift. And, maybe there would be like 20 numbers. And if you win a gift of like, of some value. Crane game. I'm just going to Google crane game. Oh, yeah, like that. No, the crane. No, but like they had the games where it was like pinwheel. and you spin, and it spins, and it's like gambling, you know? Or I don't know, what were the other games? I don't remember, but all I knew was when I was a kid, that was like the funnest. I mean, you couldn't beat going down there and how much fun it was. So you know, the New Jersey Shore. I need my friend Bernie in here. Where's Bernie? Bernie's my best friend from high school. He's my best buddy. It's the craziest thing because there was a time when both of us really wanted to leave New Jersey. And I don't know how, it's almost like something out of a story or novel, but I got out of New Jersey. I moved to Colorado and he never left. And like he lives in Roseland. And Bernie's got a good life, but he never left New Jersey, and he'll never leave New Jersey. I feel so sad for him, you know. So anyway, just whatever. I got to get Bernie in here. So, but Frosty, do you watch my Not Too Shabby videos? Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. There was something about all right, you watch my not. That's so awesome. Thank you. I really appreciate it. What was I going to say? Sorry, I have this in here. So there's I know it's terrible, but I'm shilling. So it'll say there's two people in here instead of one because it's so pathetic. I'm such a fake celebrity, fake whatever. But anyway, Frosty, I just want to say though, when I graduated college, it was summer of 1994. I had a good running car. I had a Honda CRX, like a little Honda CRX. And I might send you a picture. I'm actually going to pull up a picture here. And I just decided I had some money. And I was like, I just want to drive all around the country. I'd only been up and down the East Coast. And I drove through the South. And then I hit Texas. And I just wanted to go all the way west. I didn't actually go to California, but I spent a lot of time in the Four Corner states: New Mexico, Arizona, Utah, and Colorado. And I swear I fell in love with the Southwest, the Mountain West, the wide open spaces, the mountains, the desert. New Mexico is really rural. It's like the very opposite of New Jersey. But it's so beautiful. And there's such a I remember just being blown away by how laid back it was compared to New Jersey was it's just insane. The whole Northeast. And so that was October 1994. I drove up to Wyoming, Montana. I forget where else I went. I just knew I was coming back. And I spent 2 years in New Hampshire. And then in 1997, so that's just how old I am, I moved out west. I didn't have a job. I had money. I had money in the bank. And I still had a good running car. And I was like, I got to do this. Let's do it. I got to move west. So, yeah, no. Yeah, well, yeah. I mean, yeah. It's not so much about the small states, but I need big, wide open spaces. I live in a town of only about 1,000 people. And when you leave town, it's a minimum 45 minutes to an hour before you get to another town that has a few thousand people. That's how rural. Westcliff, Colorado. Here, I'll you should Google my town. Just do a Google image search of Westcliff, Colorado. Some of the images that pop up are mine, my little Colorado guy website. But yeah, it's way laid back. I work from home. I have no commute. I mean, there's disadvantages to small towns, and the nearest hospital is an hour drive. And I did go to the emergency room 2 months ago. So, but I mean, for the most part, it's like so laid back. There's no crazy people driving, road rage stuff, or just some of the stuff I remember in New Jersey. Yeah, no, there's for sure. Yeah. No, I know. So I'm so in love with the Western states, and you gotta come out, man. You gotta come visit. So, is there somewhere you said you kind of wanted to get out of New Jersey? Where would you want to live? I'd love to encourage you. Here, I'm going to show you a picture of from that bike across America. Not the bike. My 1994. Here it is. Well, all right. I mean, I'm not. Wait, hold on. Why won't this? Come on. Click. Okay. Well, where do you think you would want to go? I'm not going to put too much pressure on you, but you're not going to go anywhere unless you start thinking about it. By the way, that my story about here's a picture of me with my Honda Civic, September 1994. That's me. I had a red Honda Civic, a CRX, and I had short hair. So anyway, I just wanted to show you that. Anyway, it's crazy. That was 25 years ago. 26. It's going to be, wow, no, 25 years ago. So, yeah, I was a young guy. I had short hair. I didn't start growing my hair long until my late 20s. And yeah, but that was from my trip. Here, I'll just since you're from New Jersey, you're definitely deficient in the area of scenic Western scenery. Here's a picture of the Delicate Arch in Utah. It's like a red rock structure. And there's a big hole in it. Now, and this is in Arches National Park. It's kind of a popular touristy national park. There's just so many things to see. Oh, here, I went horseback riding. On that trip, I went horseback riding in Moab, Utah. Here's a picture of me with my horse. Yeah, Frosty, you need to come out here. Let's go. Come out west. Come out west, buddy. Anyway, I mean, if I wasn't, I'm actually a mental health therapist for a real job, but if I wasn't, I probably would want to join. I probably would be part of a Colorado tourism, because I'm kind of into tourism. I'm always interested in. I worked at the Colorado Welcome Center, right at the state line where you first come in, and it was so much fun, talking to tourists and all that kind of stuff. So let's see what else. I just had to live, and I love that about me. Thank you. Well, thank you, Frosty. I don't know, I have weaknesses. Everyone has strengths and weaknesses. I'm not perfect, but I am strong in that area of you have to live your best life. You have to take risks. You can't stay in your comfort zone. You know what I mean? And I try to live that out. And here's no, but I do have faults. Okay? I'm just being honest. Anyway, let me when you get out, I remember I got out to southern New Mexico, and I was staying in a town called Truth or Consequences, New Mexico. It's like this little desert town. It's got hot springs. It's sort of like this small, boring, conservative Western town. But then there was a little bit of a hippie, artsy element because it was so beautiful. And like, here was just a picture of the desert. And I just remember thinking, oh my gosh, like there's nothing out there. Like, look how beautiful that is. It was more beautiful in person. And like in Truth or Consequences, they got like, I just remember looking at this. Like, I remember like, here, it's not even that big of a deal, but come on. Darn it. Anyway, this isn't even a good picture, but there's like a mountain. There's just a mountain outside the town. And I remember just having a New Jersey attitude, like, we don't have mountains, you know, and we just have this big brown mountain. And the funny thing was, this was 1994. And in 2014, 20 years later, I finally hiked that mountain. It's called Turtleback Mountain. So, anyway, just some, you know. So, I mean, I encourage you, Frosty. I don't know how old you are, or like, you know, I'm not going to turn this into a counseling session, but I don't know how old you are, or like what your desires are in life, your passions, or what you do for work or career, or what you want to pursue. I really encourage you. You know, it's like there's that cliche about if you knew you couldn't fail, what would you do? You know, if you were guaranteed success, what would you do? And I don't know, like that's at least an interesting question to get you thinking, you know. But I gotta tell you, like when I was in my 20s, I didn't even like I didn't think big at all. Not only did not think big, I didn't even think that I was capable of achieving anything noteworthy or great. You know, like I didn't even realize I wanted to be a therapist. There was always the seeds of wanting to be a mental health therapist throughout my 20s, but I never, sort of on a subconscious level, I didn't think I was good enough or smart enough, or it was always like other people that are better than me can do that, but not me. You know what I mean? There's something holding me back. It wasn't until I was like 28, I don't know, 20 something, like 28, I think, that I like it hit me like, oh my gosh, you know, that's the spot you're in now. I always, Frosty, I mean, all right, I'm just going to tell you, I'm going to trade notes with you. I always wanted to write a book. Like I deep down, like I would read books and I'd be like, you know, I could write a book. I know the kind of book, I love books. I know the kind of book I could write, and I could even write a better book than some of these books I'm reading. You know what I mean? And like, I always had this thought like, no, but you're not smart enough, or writing books is for those smart people, or you have to go to Harvard, or you just have to be some professional journalist, you know? And like, Frosty, I'll just show you. I mean, I did, like, here's my book. I did achieve my green. It took me, it wasn't until I was in my late 30s, I was like 37, that I finally was like, you know what? I'm going to go for it. And even then I wasn't confident. Anyway, I finally wrote a book. So I'm not trying to like, yeah, oh yeah, Frosty. Hey, Rose Garden. Frosty, I wrote a book. I've biked across America 3 times. And this book, Under a Triumphant Sky, A Bike Across America story, is a memoir about my first trip in 2008. And it tells a story of everything, just how I did it. Here's a link to my Amazon if you want to buy the book. I'm not like trying to make money or whatever, but if you want to at least check out my book, I just shared a link. So and you can buy it by Kindle version, or you can buy a print book. So Under a Triumphant Sky, A Bike Across America story. It's a good book. I worked my butt off. I don't know why I'm going to say this, but I just feel led to say this. There's a couple of like religious parts, but I'm not like, I don't proselytize or I don't like push, but there are a couple of parts where I'll just say God kind of shows up. But anyway, but I mean, all in all, it's a story of what happened on my trip. And I think you'll like it. I mean, my bike was stolen in Phoenix, Arizona. There was one point I was kind of stranded in the desert and I wanted to quit. I had 11 flat tires. I had loose dogs chasing me in Arkansas and Mississippi. And I wrote this book. Here's the funny thing, too. I wrote this book before the whole Not Too Shabby video movement. All right. So the crazy thing is the word shabby is in the book one time. And I dare you to find it. And in the book, I describe something that is shabby. So that's kind of the funny part. So anyhow, but so anyway, yeah, no, it's really funny. Like, and if I would have edited the book, if I had like written the book during the Not Too Shabby video craziness, then obviously I would have just subtly put in Not Too Shabby a few times, you know, because there's lots of like quotations where like I have scenes where I'm talking to somebody and, you know, you'll see like my book isn't just some boring journal where it's like a diary. It's like, anyway, you can read portions on Amazon. So anyway, yeah. So I have biked across America 3 times. So Frosty, you know, I'm not gonna like put you on the spot, but I'd love to hear about like the things, and you don't even have to do it right now in the chat, but I really would encourage you to like think hard about like just think deeply about what are the things that like you would love to achieve, and try to like identify the things, even if you think you're not capable of achieving it or you're not good enough or it's for those people and not me. You said you know what I mean? As much as possible. So yeah. There is one Rose Garden. There's one Not Too Shabby. I'm tempted to say what chapter it's in. Yeah, well, that's a good. Well, Frosty, I mean, that's great. You just want to help those around you. That's wonderful. That's awesome. I want to hear more about that. What hits home for you? What is it about like, you know, like, is there a type of person who needs help? Like, what type of help do you like giving? Or is it because of your background? You've struggled in some area and now you have a heart for other people, or I don't know, whatever, but I'd love to hear more. So we're getting kind of Rose Garden. We're getting kind of deep here. Me and Frosty were talking about our love of the Western states, and you know, I was a little goofy earlier in the like 55 minutes ago. I was a little goofy, and you know, I had a fire going. The fire is pretty much out here. It's totally out. So I mean, I could get it going again, but you know, but I put Valentine's Day Can Kiss My Ass. And I thought that would be a good provocative title, but I don't have anything to say about it. You know, so, but let me just share this though. While you got me going here, another guy rides his bike around in the Western states. What's his name, Rose Garden? Because I think I might know him. There's 2 guys I'm thinking of. Is it Three Wheel Journey? There's a guy named Three Wheel Journey that goes all over. He's just constantly zigzagging all over America. Then there's another guy. He was messaging me for a while, and if you mention his name, I think I might know him. So, but trying to think what other. I want to talk more about dreams. Like, I remember being in graduate school in Denver, and I was like age 20, 28, 29, 30. And like, I wanted to be a stand-up comedian. I wanted to try it. and I never got the courage. Like there was some Denver comedy club that had like a Wednesday night amateur night, or maybe it was Thursday night or something. And anybody could go up there and do a little 3 minute. It was only like 3 minutes. So it's like worst comes to worst, you're only up there for 3 minutes. I never had the courage to do it. I remember one time I actually went to a comedy club. I forget who I was with or whatever, but anyway, long story made short, I felt like I just didn't want to do stand up. I didn't like want to try it, and I was too scared. And then it was like, anyway, long story made short, I just feel like I had my Colorado guy website and I was doing all sorts of crazy stuff. And then to some extent I try to be funny on YouTube. I mean, I try. I mean, I have some talent. I'm not great, but like I have some talent at like making people laugh and just doing bizarre things where people are like, that guy's weird, in a funny way, And now I have peace about it where it's like my dream was to be a comedian but it didn't look like being a stand-up comedian. I'm using the internet, and I still have coloradoguy.com, which is kind of my, I'm just going to show you my Colorado guy. I used to do funny stuff on there in the zeros decade from 2002 to 2009. I did a lot of funny, and then I got on YouTube, and now YouTube's like my total like drug, doing funny stuff and doing serious stuff. So you know what I mean? Like I feel like I've reached my dream, where even though maybe I'm not called a comedian by many, I still feel like, okay, I'm using my gifts, and like I achieved my dream, So anyway, I know I'm like kind of serious and rambling, but like I don't know why I'm so obsessed with it, but it's like you got to think big, and you got to think about your dreams, and like don't let anybody criticize you or make fun of you. And don't let yourself take your dreams and be like, nah, that's not for me. That's too crazy. You know what I mean? Like you got to be willing. There's a courage in saying, you know what? I'm at least open to maybe this happening someday. In my heart, I'm just going to hold on to it. So yeah. So anyway, I totally went on a little. Oh, I'm preaching. Yeah. Thank you, Frosty. Rose Garden, how are you doing tonight, by the way? I'd love to hear how you're doing. So even just like moving out to Colorado, it was kind of, I mean, this was like 1994, 25 years ago. I was 22. And, like my parents are good. My dad's passed now, but my parents are good people. And they were a little more old school, a little more New Jersey, Northeast mindset. They didn't want me moving to Colorado. Like they didn't support me. I mean, I don't want to make it sound like I was like I had all this adversity, but it really was like I had to make the decision to go. And luckily I had a good running car. I had some money in the bank. And I was like, I have to go. And even though I didn't have a job, I just knew, like, if you wait for the perfect time to go, there's that attitude where it's like, I'm not going to take a risk until it's like the perfect time or the right time, or the as soon as thought process, where it's like, as soon as this happens, then I can do this. As soon as, and like once you start getting into all that as soon as stuff, you're never going to do it. Because for most of like the really important dreams in your life, there's never a perfect time or a really good, there's a tension. If you watch any movie, there's always a tension where it's like, if somebody's going to take a big risk in a movie, something like that, there's always like that tension of, oh, it's not the perfect time. Actually, it's not the greatest time at all, but you know what I mean? And I'm just a big believer. And of course, you got to be responsible. You don't want to do anything that's like grossly irresponsible, but don't fool yourself. There is no perfect time. Sometimes you got to take risks, and there's no guarantee. First of all of us are going to die at some point, and then there's no guarantee that if you put it off 5 years from now, there's no guarantee you're going to be alive, or anyone's going to be alive. So okay. Thanks for listening. What do you guys think? Travis Hines, I don't think I've heard of him, but that's interesting. That's interesting. Yeah, no, anyway, it's a one-way live stream, so you have to listen to me anyway. Yeah, no, exactly. And I just want to say, like, even this, Frosty, I haven't seen you in any of my live streams, but I'm biking across America for the fourth time in my life in 9 days. I'm headed out to California. I start on Saturday, the 23rd. And I can tell you right now, even this fourth trip, to some extent, it would be more suitable to go in February, March of 2020. But I really feel like the time demands that I go now, and time isn't perfect, but I have to go. And it's just, so even that, like, there is no perfect time to bike across America. And even if I put it off for a year, I don't want to be fatalistic or anything like that, but I don't want to be too dramatic about it. But there's no guarantee that in a year, of course, first, of course, anyone can die. Okay. But secondly, who says physically I'll be able to do it next year? My body's been breaking down slowly but surely. Now I'm in my upper 40s, and, there's no guarantee. So, all right. I know I'm just going, Oh, it's funny. This has been fun though. It's really interesting because this live stream's gone for an hour and 7 minutes, and a little earlier. I'm more relaxed now. That's all. All I know is I'm like more subdued, and yeah, you love hearing stuff like this, Frosty? All right, man. All right. I want to encourage you, though. I don't know if you make videos, but, like, you could do a whole video series, or I don't know, like, you could just make YouTube videos of the beach and interesting things, and especially if you go to the beach, like, outside the summer months and there's nobody there. Well, you got to work on that, Frosty. All right, I'm giving you a hard time. I get it if you're shy. I'm actually pretty shy with I'm shy with some I'm doing nothing on Valentine's Day night. So, like, I have my own issues of shyness and not getting dates or whatever. So I can't lecture you too hard, but I'm good with the YouTube. I'm not shy about that. So, speaking of which, yeah, no. Hey, Rose Garden. Last night I started watching other people's live streams because I wanted to learn. I was like, okay, I just gotta learn what's good. What do I like? Like, how can I learn from other people? I'm pretty sure. Here's what I've learned. If you want to have a lot of people watching your live stream, and it's like a talking one, because there's lots of live streams where it's like a chamber of commerce that's like, here's Main Street in our town, or here's the beach, or like, here's the view of the mountains in our Colorado, like there's those kind of live streams. But then, like, the people who are talking like me, you have to be a celebrity. First of all, if you want a lot of people to watch you, you have to be a celebrity. All right. If you're not a celebrity, nobody's, like, so it's helpful to be a celebrity. And then two, there's no, I can't, I like, then the two would just be, you have to be really funny. If you're just an ordinary Joe, you have to be like either really funny or really unique or have some kind of like catch or characteristic where people are like, wow, like you're really memorable, you know? Hey, Josh. Hey, Josh. Hey, buddy. Josh, what was the first Not Too Shabby that you ever saw? I'm curious. So, oh man, I'm sorry, Rose Garden, about your separation, and I don't know if you're divorced. You know, I'm really sorry. Anyway, no, anyway, okay, I'm rambling, Rose Garden, but the whole point is like, I get it. Like, I would watch people for like 2 or 3 minutes, and then I'd be like, okay, this is boring. Like, they're not that interesting. And then sometimes I would like open up another window and like do something else, or I always play chess on the computer on my laptop. And then and then I'd go back and I would rarely comment. There was this like one interesting couple in Georgia. They were kind of like these like country bumpkin rednecks in Georgia, and they sat on their front porch many evenings, and it's just a married couple, and I don't, maybe they were like in their 50s, and they were so like, they had real deep southern accent from Georgia, and they were kind of redneckish, and they were funny. They were so like interesting, and they were cool, and I had about 150 people watching them, give or take. And I was like, okay, I see why people follow them. They're goofy, they're funny, just their accents are so like unique, and so I was like, okay, so that works. But then there were other people. There was like one guy, he had about 190 people, and he had so many people commenting to him that he was just like giving these little bullet replies to each person that would comment. And it was like, this is so boring. Like, who are you? And I mean, I don't want to criticize anyone, but sometimes I'm just like, what's the point? Who is this person? So, oh, Josh. Josh, where do you live in Arkansas? I've been to Arkansas a whole bunch of times. I've done so many Not Too Shabbies in Arkansas. Here, I'm going to do that Arkansas state line. I'm going to pull up that Not Too Shabby because that's a good one. I've Dallas County. Where's? All right, let's see here. Here it is, the Arkansas state line.
Not too shabby.
All right, so that's the one. I have friends in Siloam Spring. Okay, you're in Little Rock. Hey, have you seen? I have videos of me at Razorbacks games. Josh, have you seen my Razorbacks videos? So I've got a whole bunch. I have friends in Siloam Springs and Fayetteville. I kind of had some friends in Little Rock, but they're not too close. I'm not too close with them anymore. But Josh, go here. Arkansas. I just want to show you and you can watch it on your own here. But where's my page here? I want to share because I've been to a couple Razorbacks games, and for a while I went hog wild over those Razorbacks. Razorbacks. Here we go. Let's see here. here. This I'm gonna share a link on my. This is in 2009. I was at a Razorbacks game. Watch this video. I just shared it. So, yeah, good old Arkansas. So, here, but let me just show you. Ooh, here's breakfast in Arkansas.
It's breakfast in Arkansas. Not too shabby.
Those are my friends in Siloam Springs. And here I used to have an Arkansas Hog Fan license plate.
It's an Arkansas Hog Fan license plate. Not too shabby.
Ooh, how about a wait. I have I just want to show you this other one. It's very Arkansas-ish. Here's a truck. Oh, Frosty, you like the riding my bike on. All right, I'm gonna play that one, but I want to show this one for Josh. This was in like outside of Lincoln, Arkansas.
It's a truck pulling a double wide. Not too shabby.
It was just so Arkansas, pulling a trailer. Frosty, I've got a few where I've biked on Interstate 25. It's legal to bike on the interstate out here in rural areas of the western states here. Let me see here. Interstate 25. Yeah, all right, here, Frosty, is it this one? Here. Yeah, if there's no in some parts of the rural west, if there's no alternate route for a bicyclist to go, it's usually legal for a bicycle to be on the shoulder of the interstate, which would never happen in New Jersey. Is this the one?
Biking on Interstate 25. Not too shabby.
So there you go. Good stuff, man. Lots of fun. So many not too shabbies. It's a lot of fun, man. So let me see though. I think I might have a little. I don't know if I've been to Little. I haven't been to Little Rock, Arkansas in like 6 years, and it was before there's no. I started doing the not too shabbies in 5 years. Anyway, I was looking for Little Rock, Arkansas not too shabbies. I've just got a bunch of not too shabbies in Siloam Springs. So, yeah, well, thank you, Frosty. I really appreciate it. Good times, man. I'm so grateful for this not too shabby thing. Here's a weird one. Let me. Wait. Let me show you Comanche Lake. Hey, Haley. Haley, I thought you were mad at me or something. I was like, that girl, she's like, because I don't want to subscribe to PewDiePie, and I wasn't in the mood to sing, and I didn't do a prank call, so I was like, well, this girl, this girl doesn't like me. But anyway, Haley. Oh, okay, wait. What was I? Was I calling you Haley? Oh, it's Hallie. Oh, I'm sorry. Hallie. Sorry, Hallie. All right, now I know your name. Thank you for correcting me. Here's a not too shabby of Comanche Lake. What do you think of this?
It's Comanche Lake.
So pretty.
Not too shabby.
Seriously, yeah. Like the mountains, that's in the mountains. Comanche Lake. Actually, it's so pretty. I'm just going to share a normal video I made of that Comanche Lake because you have to see how pretty it is if you want to watch it. So, but where is it here? Where's my? Come on, YouTube. So, yeah, thanks for coming in, Hallie. I don't do prank. I'm too old. I'm not going to do prank calls. Like I did prank calls when I was a teenager. All right. I don't know. I don't even know if I did it in college, but You know, I just want to show Comanche Lake. The elevation at this lake is 11,602 feet. So it's 2.2 miles. Here, I'm just going to share Comanche Lake if you want to see it. It's a normal, like 2 or 3 minute video. Go check that out. Frosty, have a good night. It's been good chatting with you. You know, thank you for, you helped me talk about dreams, and I don't know, man. I can talk about it all night. Well, yeah, Hallie, but still, like, there's that. Yeah. Oh, you're welcome, Frosty. Yeah, no, yeah, I would do innocent phone pranks kind of a thing. Hallie, where I live, we don't have a pizza. We don't have any fast food restaurants in my town. We don't have a McDonald's. We don't even have a traffic light. So no, there's no. I guess there is like Tony's Mountain Pizza. There's one pizza place. We do have a grocery store. Yeah, it's a small one. So I live in a small town. I'm not prank calling, but if you want to give me your idea, I'll critique it. And if you want to make the video of the prank call, that I would watch it. But so but anyway, yeah, you went to Arby's, 4 for $10. That's not bad. That's not bad. Yeah. So call the store and ask them how much to rent a shopping cart. Yeah, but it's not like, I don't know. I don't know. Looking for more not too shabbies. Ooh, how about this? It's beef, but it's not just ordinary beef. It's
It's a plate that says New Mexico beef is great. Not too shabby.
oh yeah, New Mexico beef is great. So oh my gosh, what else we got? Oh, you gotta love the ooh, how about these socks? These socks are for sale at a coffee shop in Walsenburg, which is about 65 miles to the southeast of here. Here.
It's a pair of socks that says I don't give a flock. Not too shabby.
Well, why? Okay, so then why would you call, Hallie? Like, what's the point of doing it? Call a random bar and play a bunch of not too shabbies. What I want to do is have a party. All the British people are sleeping right now, so none of them are going to be in my live stream. But there's a bunch of British people that want me to visit England, and then do a not too shabby party where we have cupcakes and we play 80s music, and then we play the not too shabbies just one after another and just in the background the whole time. First of all, the grocery store is closed now. It's already past. They close at 8:00. So I'm not calling the grocery store. I'm sorry. Yeah, you're part British, Rose. That's great. That's great, Rose Garden. Oh, I call you Rose Garden. It just caught on, but I see you've got the British surname. Hallie, I think, seriously, I'm not kidding you. Maybe there are 2 bars in our town that might be open tonight at 8:45. That's about it. Like, I'm pretty sure everything else is closed in the whole town. The bowling alley's closed. There's only 2 or 3 other restaurants. They're all closed now. the gas stations are like you can still pump gas, but the little marts or the gas mart is closed, and that's it. The police department's open. We can I can call them. So I call the bar. Call the bar and ask how much their beer kids meal is. Hallie, you need to be doing these. Hallie, you should do like. Is that what you're? Here, I'm gonna check out your page here. Wait, let's see if I can. Hallie, I want you to make these videos, and I'll follow you. Seriously, I need your inspiration here. Here, I'm gonna hit your profile.
Here, I'm gonna hit your profile.
My phone is dying. It's at 3% now. Go to channel. Hallie, you have no videos. Well, I subscribe to you. Let's see here. Wait, did I subscribe to you? I think I just subscribed to you. So, yeah, I do. My laugh is not too shabby. Yeah, no, anyway, look, you got a great idea, but like, all right, my phone is acting stupid. I want to subscribe to this girl. Okay, I have. So anyway, I've subscribed to you. So anyway, yeah. So like, I don't know, man. I know it. Like, if I ever want to get to a place where I have 100 people watching or 150, and my ego is like so being fed, and my narcissistic desires are just flourishing, I'm gonna have to like have a brand that is ridiculously like it's got to be remarkable. And I'm just talking. I'll just stick with being me. And I like my name Kiss Cactus because I like kissing and I like cactuses, so just put them together. And then also I do kiss cactuses sometime. So Hallie, there really isn't anything to get me to call a bar. There isn't anything. I'm kind of set in my ways, man. I'm you said you were 25, so I could be as old as your father. Like you can't make me do anything. I'm sorry. Yeah, no, Rose Garden. What I'm noticing is if you go live a lot, YouTube will start like promoting you to random strangers. That's what seems to happen. So, I don't know. And like, so that's part of why I'm motivated to do these live streams. Like, I could have just gone up to bed and I would just play some chess and go to bed by 9. Actually, it's 8:55, but no, like I'm just trying to test this out to see if I do more live streams. Is YouTube kind of like motivated or incentivized to promote me a little more? Really, it did, Rose? Really? It popped up for you? Hallie, I'm not. I'm sorry. Hallie, do it yourself. Hallie, seriously. I mean, I don't know you. I just want to gently encourage you. It really sounds like you need to do these videos. You know what I mean? You've got to do these videos yourself. So, but that's really cool, Rose Garden. So it popped up, And then the other thing too is it's like if I subscribe to someone and I'm on YouTube, and then that person I'm subscribed to, they go live, is there a little notification that immediately pops up that says, "Hey, so-and-so is live. Do you want to watch them?" Because I know for Facebook, if you do a Facebook live, your face, like I've seen it where my Facebook friend is live and there's a notification. There's actually a little box that comes out showing the video, Yeah, I know you like doing that. I know you like going on these live streams. Yeah, Hallie. We'll see though. Maybe I can find somebody for you to do these prank calls. So, but I don't know. Do they? Do they? And yeah, and then I don't know. Like I just don't know what they're. I don't know what YouTube. I'm still learning all this. All I know is I'm in general. I'm in good graces with YouTube. And I hope they like me. Every once in a while, I do a not too shabby. There's that monetization thing, and because the title is a little edgy, they flag it, and so then someone has to like watch it to make sure that there's nothing inappropriate or whatever. So I know that there are people at YouTube that like have to know about me. Like, oh yeah, there's this guy that does a not too shabby video series. So, hey, spontaneous sponge. So my live stream will stick at the top of subscribers' feeds until it ends. Nice, man. Thank you, spontaneous sponge. But here's the thing, like when I'm on YouTube, there really isn't a lot, like I don't have a feed. Well, like when I go on YouTube, there's no feed. There's just a video. Like I'm curious what you mean by a feed. But I mean, I'll just take your word, however it is, you know. So it's like getting late. And I'm not actually, this is crazy. You guys, usually I'm in bed by 9 o'clock. I'm a 47-year-old guy. Like, I just, you know what I mean? Anyway, I'm going, I don't mean to be, I don't know. I don't mean to rant about my age or whatever. So I subscribe to people and watch their videos. And then YouTube sends recommendations of videos you would possibly like. Okay. That's right, Rose Garden. We're the same age group. So yeah, no. Okay, so Hallie, you're in Central Time Zone, huh? Do you want to tell? Yeah, okay, and it's 11 in Pennsylvania. You're in Chicago. Oh my gosh! All right, good old Chicago. There you go. So I'm in Colorado, by the way. Most Chicago, there's a lot of Chicagoans that they vacation out here. They love our mountains, but all the jobs are in Chicago. So, but Hallie, I'm going to be biking across America in 9 days. I start in California and I'm biking to Delaware. I'm going to bike across kind of like southern Illinois. I'll be outside of St. Louis, and I'll be biking along sort of that southern section of Illinois into Indiana. It takes about 8 weeks. This trip will take about eight weeks. So 7.5 to 8 weeks to do it. Every day I'm going to be biking. I'll be staying in cheap motels every night. I'll be making videos, like normal videos, and uploading them at night, kind of a thing. And I might do some live streams. We'll see. You know. Yeah, I saw that. Yeah, and then he apparently choked the mountain lion and he survived. That's pretty crazy. Spontaneous sponge. Here's my route in Missouri. By the way, yes, Hallie, I will be biking pretty much by myself. There will be periods of maybe 2 or 3 days where I might have a friend ride with me, or I might get to a city where I know somebody and they'll look after me. But for the most part, I am biking alone. So yeah, it's an adventure. So Missouri, here's my route. A tentative route right now is I'm going to be in Fort Scott, Kansas. Then from Fort Scott, I work my way east, and there's like a couple, I don't know the towns, there's some rural little towns, and then it kind of works. I'm going to work my way to Jefferson City. From Jefferson City, I'll take that Katy Trail, that old railroad grade trail from Jefferson City it takes you to like the north of the St. Louis metro area, and I'll cross the bridge into Alton, Illinois. So that's my route. That's going to be my tentative route through Missouri. Yeah, Hallie, I've biked across America 3 times. And first of all, I get a flat tire, I have to fix it right there on the road. I got to take the wheel off. By the way, here's my bike. That's my bike right there. So yeah, I got to fix the flat right there on the side of the road. On my first trip, I had, I think, 9 or 10 flats, maybe 11. I'm not sure, something like that. My second trip, I had 9 flats. And then my third trip, I only had 2 flats. So I've got to fix my own flats. And then if my bike breaks, it obviously depends. If it's one time my bike broke on my first trip, I was in the desert of Southern California. I had to hitchhike. And thankfully, the first truck that drove by, it was a really rural desert area. So Hallie, you're asking great questions here. Will I freeze to death or overheat? No, because, well, I mean, here's the thing. I have 3 layers. Here, you want me to show you? I've got like I've got 3 cycling layers over there. You can see my high visibility. Everything in that love seat right there is what I'm taking with me. So I have 3 layers. So if it's like really hot, I'll just wear my cycling t-shirt and my shorts. If it's really cold, I'll have my 3 layers on, my 2 layers for my pants. But obviously, if it's like insanely cold, then I wouldn't ride that day. But the thing is, my trip, I'm starting in Southern California, then I bike through Arizona and Southern New Mexico and El Paso, Texas. So that's like it's really temperate and nice in late February and March. So I don't really have too much to worry about with insane cold. And then, like there could be a day where it gets really hot, and then obviously I just got to be careful. I got to drink lots of liquids. So I put sunblock on. So it's a Valentine's Day love seat. Hey, I'm sitting in a red couch. I don't know if that's relevant, but. Well, look, I mean, all right, Hallie, if there's a medical emergency, that's a good question. What if there's a medical emergency? First of all, what if there's a medical emergency anywhere? What if there's a medical emergency at my house? Heat stroke is a serious thing, and I have had unfortunate experiences with it, where I had to be really careful. So I've learned if I'm having symptoms of heat stroke, be really careful and get in the shade. But ultimately the bottom line is, I mean, if I have a medical emergency, I get my phone, I call 911, I ask for help. You know what I mean? So even in a worst case scenario, if I'm on a highway in the middle of nowhere, I have to flag somebody down and ask for help. So yeah. You just find the nearest. And the other thing too is like I have, I'm an Uber person, so I can always call an Uber. I can always call an Uber and be like, "Hey, pick me up and get me to the nearest hospital." But I mean, those are good questions, though. I appreciate your thinking. So, but I mean, I've biked across America 3 times. I'm kind of an athlete, and I just get to do it. So yeah, like a phone charge is like, my iPhone 8 will last me the day, and I'm really good because I don't even have good reception at my house. I usually have my phone on airplane mode like frequently. So, I would just turn either my phone off or keep it on airplane mode. And it just depends. Kind of just depends on the day. So, but yeah, those are all things to think about, is making sure my phone is charged, you know. Yeah, yeah, no, that's a good thought, Rose Garden. There's so many things I need to prepare for. Here, yeah, spontaneous sponge. Here's my plan. Um, I'm renting a car, and I'm driving next week, next Wednesday. I'm gonna rent a car and drive to Los Angeles, and I'm gonna leave it there. Okay, and then I'm gonna have my bike inside the car. So then I'm just gonna have my bike. So then from California, I'm gonna bike all the way to Washington D.C. and Delaware. Then from there, I'm going to go to a bike shop. I'm going to have somebody take apart my bike and mail it to my house in Colorado. And then I'll fly one way from probably Washington, D.C. to Denver. Then I got to have a friend drive me from Denver to my house here, which is I'm 3 hours away from Denver. I'm in a rural mountain town. So, Hallie, I have gotten lost. There's one time in Montgomery, Alabama, and I know this sounds terrible or whatever, but you can read about it in my book, Under a Triumphant Sky, a Bike Across America story. There's a section, it's a memoir about my first trip. And I remember I got lost in Montgomery, and I just couldn't believe I got lost. But it was before, I didn't have a smartphone. So I mean, it was like old school getting lost, and so it was just kind of funny. So anyhow, but Hallie, I really appreciate your interest. If you're a Facebook person, honestly, YouTube is the best for I'll be making videos every day, but if you're on Facebook or whatever, you want another, here's my headquarters on Facebook for my trip. My bike trip is called the Bike Tour for Truth, Decency, and the Human Dignity of All. And I know this is a little shameless, but for anyone watching, I do have a GoFundMe for people that want to financially support my trip, help with the costs. So, yeah, Hallie, what is a must-do thing before I leave? Are you going to tell me what I should be doing? I'd love to hear. Yeah, make a prank phone call. You're going to keep pushing me on that. My phone is down to 1%. So it's a little sad. I know you probably would donate money, but I'm going to pass on that. Hallie, what do you do for a living? I got to know. You said that you were working with a client or something. I'm just kind of curious if you feel comfortable sharing. So, and I'm just checking my Twitter page here. I just want to see what people are saying. Trying to get my Twitter followers to join in the fun here. So, oh, you guys. So, I need to do a not too shabby of this watermelon drink. Watermelon lemonade iced tea. It's pretty good. I really like it. So, oh, that's nice. You work for a foundation that works with autism. An independent adult community apartment complex. Okay. Okay, that's really interesting. That's pretty cool. Good for you. I mean, like I don't really work. I'm a mental health therapist. I don't have any experience working with people with autism, or I know very little, but I know like there's a huge need for all that, for serving people that are whatever, they have some kind of need related to autism, or they're an adult and whatever, they just have some needs. So that's really neat. So not too shabby. I didn't make any not too shabbies today. That's like wrong. That's really wrong. But yeah, I sure do know the need for joy and fun in life. Haven't you watched my videos? Have you like I mean, I'm not trying like watch my like go on my YouTube channel and like you can see my fun. I try to be funny. I mean, like I do, interesting things and try to entertain people a little bit, and why not too shabby? Yes, I know, Hallie, a prank phone call. So now, by the way, I have 6 people. I have 6 people in my live stream, and I feel so popular. Seriously, I feel so popular. I had like one. It was over an hour and 45 minutes ago that it was just me and Mike. And Mike is like my friend. I mean, like, I don't mean to, like, it was just me and Mike for about 15-20 minutes, just me and him talking, you know. Hey, Katie. Hey, Katie. Are you a fan of my Not Too Shabby videos? Which one is your favorite Not Too Shabby? What's your favorite Not Too Shabby video? My phone has died, so I can't play. Oh, no, I can play it, but, like, I could just play it with the audio. So if you have a favorite Not Too Shabby, I'll play it for you, So, by the way, I like it when there's like we need like female energy. There's always like a bunch of dudes in here, So, Hallie, you're the pro at these, you're the pro with these prank call ideas. That's awesome. So, yeah, but Katie, really, what's your favorite? Give me like what was the first Not Too Shabby that came to mind? I'll play it right now, and I can at least play it with the volume up. Even just here, I'm gonna just type in the word "girl," Not Too Shabby. We'll do like a girl. Oh, I just did a recent one. I just did a mural. I did a Not Too Shabby yesterday of a mural that said "Girls Love Flowers." Here it is. Here it is. All right, is my volume up? Okay. It's a mural that says "Girls Love Flowers." Not too shabby. Oh yeah. There you go. Girls love flowers. Here, I just shared the URL in the thing there. Yeah, girls, like I have 1,000, I think I have like 1,330 Not Too Shabbies. And I've got a bunch of like, so I can just do like Not Too Shabby plus and just any keyword, and there's a good chance that I've done a relevant Not Too Shabby about it. So, like, all right, here's another one where the word "girl" is in the title. It's a woman's purse with the 1950s girl. Not too shabby. Woman's purse with 1950s girl. I'm going to share that link here too. So, so, wait, I got more. I wish, like, usually I hold up my phone, but my phone's dead and my charger's upstairs. I don't feel like getting up. Ooh. Oh, wait. All right, this one has woman. It's funny. Listen.
Listening to a hippie woman sing. Not too shabby.
A hippie woman singing. Oh my gosh, you guys. This has been a funny live stream. I got to be honest with you. This is funny. Because I'm like, I feel subdued. And I actually need to be relaxed. I'm relaxed right now. And sometimes I get like these live streams, I'm all hyped up and I'm all like anxious and I'm like, all right, let's do something funny. Or, like how many people are in? Oh, there's only one person in, and it's like, I'm just relaxed and I don't care. I just don't care. And we haven't talked much. We don't even have to talk about Valentine's Day that much, but I feel strongly that Valentine's Day can kiss my ass. So yeah, Rose Garden. I'm up to 5 people. Yeah, I mean, 5 is not too shabby. No complaints. So yeah, I mean, I don't know. I'm just trying. So Katie, if you're still here, how did you hear about my Not Too Shabbies? Was it Reddit? I should do a little poll on the YouTube community thing. And it's like, yeah, the options would be, did you hear about it from Reddit? Did you hear about it from Funhouse? Or like, I guess whatever, a friend. So I'm just trying. So go ahead, give me a keyword. I really do want to show you this. I'm going to do Not Too Shabby plus. Oh, your boyfriend's watching? Really? Andrew? Really? That's really cool. That's cool. So where's Andrew from? I'm just curious. Like, how did Andrew hear about me? I'm looking for good Not Too Shabbies. Ooh, here's one. The Wyoming School of Horseshoeing. I was at the Wyoming School of Horseshoeing. Here it is.
It's the Wyoming School of Horseshoeing. Not too shabby.
Oh my gosh, there you go. Can you hear it at least? I could go and like stand in front of a mirror and then you could see it. So find some more Not Too Shabbies. Katie Lee. All right, my friend's daughter, Katie Lee, was playing the piano. She wasn't. Okay, here we go.
It's Katie Lee playing the piano. Not too shabby.
Yeah, Rose Garden. Yeah, I don't know. Hey, Andrew. Yeah, you heard about it from a friend? Some guy was like, hey, there's this weird guy. He just does these videos where he says not too shabby all the time. Just type not too shabby in the bar. Seriously, like before the Not Too Shabby thing, my YouTube channel was just lame. you know. I know, I have all these like it seems like I have a lot of college age, like all these like 20 something people, that are like they go crazy over the not too shabbies and anyway, I'm getting tired, but it's actually past my bedtime. It's like past my bedtime. So thank you. No, I really appreciate it. I appreciate it, Katie. It's like, and like, here's the thing, like before the Not Too Shabbies, I started the Not Too Shabbies in late 2013. And before that, I was like a big time photographer. And I have like my personal website with all my Colorado photography. And it was a lot of fun. I used to get a lot of traffic on there. And like, I would just always document my life, like, because I'm always hiking, I'm always doing stuff in the mountains. But now it's like, pictures are just boring. Most pictures are just kind of boring. I'd rather just do a not too shabby of the thing that I want to document. You know what I mean? And it's like, if it's going to be a boring picture, why not just do a not too shabby and then it gets more interesting, and now it's like not too shabby history, it's all she wrote. So I'm a nanny to myself, huh? Yeah, Do you like my eating not too shabbies? I haven't done too many eating ones in the last couple of months. But for a while, I was doing so many, like, and if I do a food not too shabby, most of the time I have to eat it. Like I say, it's a plate of nachos. And then I have to take a nacho and, put it in my mouth and then say, no, they're not too shabby. So they're usually a little bit longer. They're not they're not 8 seconds. They're more like 10 to 11 seconds. So, yeah, I think I've had a few taco not too shabbies. Yeah, let me just see what I got here. Oh, a rolled up. I love Mexican food, by the way. So I've got a lot of, here's a rolled up breakfast taco.
It's a rolled up breakfast taco. Not too shabby.
There you go. Let me just see what else I got. I wish I could show you these videos, but there's one I was in my friend is a teacher at a high school in Texas. And they had a bulletin board, like one of those creative bulletin boards that says, let's taco about reading. And there's a happy looking taco here.
Let's talk about reading. Not too shabby.
You guys, man. Oh my gosh. Ooh, here's one. A carne asada quesadilla. There's Mexican music in the background.
It's a carne asada quesadilla. Not too shabby.
That one's a long one. That's a 13-second not too shabby. That's too long. But it's an old one, and yeah, no, Katie, I love Mexican food. Carne asada, quesadillas, tacos, chicken tacos. Give me a tamale with shredded beef. Give me some rice and beans. Give me some chips and salsa with salsa that just has a little kick to it, you know? Just a big, wonderful chicken burrito with some sour cream on top and cheese. Oh my, I'm getting hungry right now. You know the nearest Mexican restaurant in my town? Well, first of all, there is no Mexican restaurant in my town. I have to drive roughly about an hour to get to the nearest Mexican restaurant. So I do a lot of driving. So, yeah, the tamales. There's a woman in your town that makes the best tamales. Oh my gosh. Peruvian. I haven't had Peruvian tamales. Oh, it's just so good. Like that corn shell. It's like that tasty corn shell. And then, you can put anything inside the tamales, but, usually it's like shredded beef or pork or maybe chicken. I don't know what else you could put. Maybe you could put cheese in there. Oh my gosh. You guys, man. You're going to go. Katie, make a video. Both of you, Andrew and Katie, make a video of like buying the tamales and then eating the tamales. Yeah, beef and cheese. I mean, oh. Rose Garden. Yeah, that's interesting. I don't know like that guy, but he's got tourism. Some guy makes videos in Mexico. That's interesting. That's pretty interesting. But yeah, man, like there's a place called Three Margaritas. I think it's like it's a chain, but it's still really good. It's a good Mexican restaurant. And like the chicken tacos, I love it. Like the shell is strong. You can bite into it and the shell doesn't crumble. Like, you know what I mean? It's like it's got its meat, it's got a little bit of cheese, and it's like got all this lettuce on top. I got a thing for tacos. Let's talk about reading. Yeah, yeah. Your son makes tacos fresh. That sounds pretty interesting. Yeah, and I don't know if I mean, there's a bunch of Three Margaritas in Colorado, and it's a sit-down restaurant. But, I don't know how many there are out there. Oh. See what else I got here. I've got a video. This is a goofy one. Hint of line tortilla chips. Here.
It's hint of lime tortilla chips. No.
That one I like intentionally like spit out food, or I was trying to be funny. Anyway, it's a great, but everybody liked it. So you guys, man. Yeah, the full mouth. The full mouth. I try not to anyway. Yeah, no, it was fun, man. That was when Funhouse, I won the hard netting contest. And so I had all these people. I mean, I had an influx of people that were watching all my videos. And so I was really motivated to make Not Too Shabbies every day and to like think like, oh, I'm going to buy tortilla chips. I'm going to do one, So I still make my Not Too Shabbies, but sometimes I go days or a day or two without making one because I'm busy or I'm just not in the mood, or frankly, like everything in my house, like everything here, I've done so much, So Anyway, even this red couch, I've done a not too shabby of this red couch. Here, I'll show you. Or at least I'll play it for you. Here. Here's the red couch.
It's a red couch in my living room. Not too shabby.
Oh my gosh, man. Yeah, you're right, Katie. You can't force art, but sometimes I generally agree with that. But like at the same time, there are times where you got to be like, okay, I get to create. I get to push myself a little bit. And I look around. I'm like, okay, I'm due for some not too shabbies. Like find something. Be open. And other times, the not too shabby comes to me, and it just hits me, and I'm like, oh, that's a not too shabby. So, but I get it. It's the same way with writing. But at the same time, like when I was writing my book, I absolutely had to be disciplined in like every day, 6 days a week. I worked on my book for a minimum of an hour, and it didn't matter if I was in the mood or not, or if I had any creative juices. You have to work on it. So anyway, I'm just rambling. I get your point. Hey, wait a minute. Are you calling my not too shabby's art? You think it's a work of art? That's a compliment. Boy, howdy. It's very nice of you. So I'm getting tired. You guys, I'm getting tired. Hey, I have a picture of me when I was in the 3rd grade. I'm going to show it to you. Oh, been sitting. Hey, where did Hallie go? Did Hallie leave? Hallie's gone, I think. She's been gone for a while. She didn't like that I wouldn't do a prank phone call. Here's just a picture of me from the 3rd grade. So I actually look pretty happy. Pretty cool. Rose Garden, I will start in Newport Beach, California. Yeah. Yeah, 3rd grade. Yeah, I do look older, but I think this was, my mom wrote on the back, Steve, 8 years old, 3rd grade. So I'll take her word. So 3rd grade. So yeah, it's a nice picture. It's a nice picture. It's like, you look at it and you're like, who's that little kid? It's kind of crazy. I don't know. Have these moments. But yeah, I'll be starting in Newport Beach. And if I started in Huntington Beach, it would be easier. But for my second trip in 2011, I started in Huntington Beach. And so I want to start in a different town. I always just like doing things a little different. So for this trip, it's going to be Newport Beach, which is just next door to Hunt. So I'm going to bike we're going to start in Newport Beach. We're going to bike like 1 mile or a half a mile, cross into Huntington Beach, and then, but I like just doing things a little different. I don't like doing the same, but yeah, and it's in Orange County. It's like part of the Los Angeles area. And Newport Beach I'm pretty sure it's known to be it's like a wealthy beach town. So a lot of pretty rich people from what I understand. So, but the crazy thing about biking across America is you often feel like you're kind of like, you're part homeless, vagabond, and you're part ultra athlete. It's a really interesting mix, you know. And there's people that kind of do like biking across America, or they bike all over a region, and they have their camping gear and they camp out, and they grow a big beard and they look kind of scary, and their bike and they look like they're these traveling homeless people. You know what I mean? But they're actually like tourists, and I don't know. I don't mean to. It's just kind of funny the different ways that you can look when you're going across the country, and I don't know what point I was trying to make there, but there you go. So, so what are we gonna do? There's only 2 people left. Who's in here? Are we getting to a good ending point? Maybe we are. Here's my book. I shouldn't promote it too much, but I'm just proud. If you've ever wanted to write a book, you have to go. Hey, Hallie, you're still in. I thought you were gone. I think it's just Hallie and, well, then it'll be, oh, no, we're back up to 5. Okay, anyway. Yeah. I think pretty soon I'm going to hit the hay. It's 9:30. No, I get it. I appreciate you coming back. I'm still learning like how to do these, and I just think if I keep doing these live streams, YouTube will start promoting me more. And I don't know if they're gonna. I don't know. And then what? I just want to get it like up to like 10 people. So hey, Filthy, happy Valentine's Day to you too, buddy. So I'm getting my taxes done tomorrow. Yeah, definitely jump in and watch when you can. I appreciate it, Katie. No, thank you for coming in. I always hate ending live streams. I always feel like I don't like saying goodbye, and then and then like anytime I'm like about to end my live stream, if there's a new person that comes in and they're like, "Hey, it's good to be here," then I really feel bad because I'm like, "Well, you're too late. I'm leaving," So, but I might just like, what if I did a live stream and all I did was just like I was sleeping? Wouldn't that be funny? If I just did a live stream and I'm just sleeping. That'd be so bizarre. That'd be so bizarre. Or I don't know. I don't know what kind of live stream, but see, back in the day in 2006, or was it 2005? Let me think. Hold on. No, it was early 2006. I had a webcam, and I had a webcam. First of all, I had it in my living room where it was just like, it was just facing me, and I would just be surfing online, or, if I was in my living room, and you could see my desk and my computer and like sort of the back of the kitchen, but mostly just my living room. And like, it was like a stocky kind of, but I tried to put funny stuff in front of the camera, and that was like the big thing. Then after about a year of doing that, I would just have the cam, I would have it out the window because I had a huge mountain view. So I had a webcam that just faced the mountains. And then it became more of a touristy, webcam where all these people who loved Colorado and the town I lived in, they could see Mount Princeton. I did that for like 4 years, you know? So now this reminds me, like these live streams remind me of my webcam days where it's like, I'm just, you know. Have I ever heard of Daddy 05? Oh my gosh, they used to do live streams of, that's terrible. Well, that's really terrible, Hallie. Yeah, I can imagine doing live streams and, you know, like doing bad stuff. You know, that's too bad. That's kind of, you know, it's makes me sad to think people would be, you know, doing bad stuff in their family or like to their kids. Ooh, look at the fire. Come on, baby, light my fire. Come on, baby, light my fire. Yeah, no, and definitely, obviously, YouTube has clamped down on inappropriate videos and all that kind of stuff. No, I'm not a smoker, but I have a wood-burning stove, and the fire has gone out, by the way. There's my wood-burning stove. Can you see it? But when I started this live stream over 2 hours ago, I had a nice little fire going. And actually, I could probably still get that fire. I'm going to try to get that fire. I got a feeling I can get that fire going again. Let me, I kind of want to get that fire. I don't have enough newspaper and kindling. Let me just try it anyway. Here's my fire. Where's my, okay. Let me just see. I think I can get it going. I just don't have enough. Yep. All right, let's just get that. No. I just got a feeling I can get this going. Ah, darn it. Here. I'm going to get this fire going. At least I'm going to try. I might not be successful. There you go. Then I got to get... I'm actually going to put cardboard in there. I'm out of firewood. So... So, I need to buy more firewood, but with me heading out of town, it's a little hard. Let's just see what happens. Let's throw all this in here. I got one big log in there that still has plenty of burn left in it. And if I can just get it going a little more, I think maybe I can get it. I gotta be careful here, but at least I got it going for a while. I'm not sure how well. Oh, poor man's fire is still a fire. Yeah. A poor man's fire. I mean, I had so much firewood throughout December and January. I had a neighbor who he said, you know, he's wealthy. At least from my view, he's wealthy. he's got some respiratory problems. He's kind of he's retired. So he said, Steve, you can burn all my firewood because I've got respiratory problems, so I can't handle my fireplace. So I was burning his wood for like a good month and a half. So there you go. It's at least it's just burning it's not too shabby. I did a couple of not too shabbies of the fire this winter. It's so peaceful, isn't it? Fires are so peaceful, aren't they? It is nice, Katie. I'm so grateful for this stove. You know, so you know what's funny? I've been out of wood for like 3 weeks now, so I'm just using my electric heat. But like every once in a while, I make a fire, and I've got another neighbor. Anyway, sometimes I'll like throw a book in there. I'll go through my books and I'll be like, which books will I never ever read again? And they're garbage. And I throw books in there, and I know it's like burning books is bad. Ooh, you know. But what if it's just for heat? So. Yeah, now you see that fire? It's really going now. It's really going. It's really good. So, gotta love your fires, man. You know, it's a good thing. So, I'll show you the camera. Here's my camera for show you a couple of things. Here's the camera I use for my not too shabbies. It's just an old point and shoot camera from roughly, it came out in 2009 or 10. And I really like this camera because you can turn it really easily, and you can kind of be like, not too shabby, you know. And with my phone is too big and bulky. So it's a little harder to sorry, I'm like trying to get the fire. Like you want to get it going, but then once it's going, you want to limit the amount of oxygen going up that pipe so that it kind of doesn't burn fast. Because I want to get as much heat as I can. Because I think I'm going to try to go the night without turning on my heat. If that fire can last me for a good hour or so, then I don't have to turn my electric on and I can save money. So anyway. Yeah, those prank phone calls, Hallie. You're you're so funny. Yeah, it's actually, well, I think it's called a wood burning stove. It's not a fireplace. So, or a stove. But no, it's really lovely. And yeah, no. It's beautiful. This is like the one the one thing that I do like about winter is like you get to make these fires. And in the summer, you don't have to make a fire, you know. So I don't have air conditioning in here. Like it really, we don't even get it. We don't even reach 90 degrees. Our hottest day will be like 85, maybe 86 degrees. So such a lovely fire. Come on, baby, light my fire. Come on, baby, light my fire. Try to set the night on fire. Come on, baby, light my fire. Come on, baby, light my fire. You know that it would be untrue. You know that I would be a liar. Come on, baby, light my fire. Come on, baby, light my fire. I'm in the wrong octave. Come on, baby, light my fire. So here's my I'm going to be biking across America in 9 days. This is the business card I'm giving out to people. The bike tour for truth, decency, and the human dignity of all. And it's got my social media. So you're welcome to just subscribe to me. That's probably the best way. And I hope to make videos every day. And, we'll see how it goes. See how it all goes. Oh, so Rose Garden, you had some extra wood for me that I could have burned? Yeah. Yeah. Oh, that's very nice. Yeah, I should probably get going here. The fire's getting a little, I don't know. I don't know how that fire's doing. But I do think I'm probably going to go to bed pretty soon here. I'm sorry. It's probably time. So it's been fun. It's been fun. There's been some good, really appreciate all the conversation. And, see how all this live stream stuff goes. See what it turns into, It's just kind of fun. I almost just want to watch the fire. What if I did a live stream and I didn't even talk? And I just showed you the fire. I just placed it and you just see the fire. And then every once in a while, I just, you see my arm and I put a piece of wood in there and that's about it. So that's an idea. That probably would be that'd be kind of interesting though, too. So, all right. Yeah, I'm headed out. It's really good. Hey, take care, everyone. Thank you. Thank you to everyone. Seriously, it's fun. It's fun, And I promise. Well, okay. I don't like making promises because I don't want to break my promises. But maybe tomorrow I'm gonna work on making some not too shabbies because I'm due to make some. I made 3 yesterday and I made 0 today. So tomorrow I'm going to try to make 1 or 2. So, all right. So thank you for being such amazing friends. And I hope your night is not shabby at all. All right. Have a good restful night. Take care, everybody. Bye. Bye.